Hello everyone and welcome back to Abstract Medicine. Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening and good night. Wherever you are tuning in the world, I appreciate you. And let me read your energies today. This is going to be a divine love spread. The collective energies have been really funky lately. You've probably been sensing it as well. If I've been sensing it, I know that you have too. There is a lot of shifts and changes happening, and I do feel like there is a split happening. I've been talking to my soul family about this, my soul family. So I do believe there is a sort of split in the atom, and there is a choice to be made, which path one is going to be choosing. So there's going to be, I feel like it's got something to do with Lionsgate, which was on the 11th of August of this year. And there is kind of, do you remember the film Sliding Doors? So it's sort of like one path can lead you in one direction and one path can lead you in another direction, good, bad or ugly. And I do feel like there is a split of the atom, split of realities that are taking place right at this moment. And this split, it's like I'm seeing flesh that's being ripped off, and it's very, very painful. So you know, please do let me know if this resonates as well. As you always know, my readings are completely timeless. So whenever you tune into my videos, they're completely timeless. So you'll be clicking on them at the right time. Even my old very unprofessional videos from last year. But yeah, let's get into it. So I'm going to be getting some cards out. And we're going to go with the major arcana because I do feel like this is a major situation, a major shift that's happening at this time. So we're going to use Frida designs first and then we'll get into it, okay? I have no idea how long this video is going to be, but we shall see, right? We shall see. Okay, just having my cup of coffee. Oh, by the way, I'm wearing my other t-shirt today. Yeah, this is another t-shirt. This actually, it's so funny, this t-shirt, this painting, it is called Mind Games. And it was only like 130 centimeters squared, which I made in Los Angeles. And it was then collected, bought in Beverly Hills when I was living there in Los Angeles. I wasn't living in Beverly Hills, I was living in Venice. And Mar Vista as well, and a little bit in Culver City. My studio was in Culver City, but anyway, I digress. And this gallery that was representing me at the time had sold it from their Beverly Hills gallery to a client, I think it was in Texas. Lovely couple, and they bought it. So if you are listening to my healing channel, then I'm wearing the t-shirt version of your painting that you own. Yeah, and yeah, I also at the back of it I have you know, my website and my name and everything. So if you'd like to get a t-shirt like this, representing my artwork, and helps you lift your vibes as well, please do. But it's very interesting that I chose this t-shirt today, this painting called Mind Games. So very interesting. So, you know, let's see what comes through in terms of those mind games. So let me just call in the angels, ancestors, guides for the message. So 1 second. Okay, so I'm seeing that I need to have two rows when I read for you today. Yeah, okay. So great. I feel like there's definitely Yeshua energy here. As you know, I always trying to get comfortable in my crazy hippie clothes. So funny. I went to get I went to the farm. I went to get tested yesterday. Nothing bad, but after I had done the test, the guy that was there was like, "Your clothes, they're mad." I just started laughing because I was like, "Yeah, they are a bit mad. Like nothing's really matching." I don't know what. I just kind of like threw it on. Yeah, I sometimes I don't realize like what the hell I'm wearing. Yeah, I mean that with respect, but you know what I'm saying. So, okay, let's see what we need to hear at this time. What's in the main crux of the reading? What's the main crux of the message, please, Spirit? Okay, thank you. Okay, Rosemary. Lovely Rosemary. Wow. Okay, we have the High Priestess here. So this is my energy. I am the tarot reader. I am the healer here. And this is the Divine Feminine energy. Okay, so the main issue or the main subject of this reading is about the Divine Feminine. So we'll get into that. We'll see what the Divine Feminine is going through at this time, what kind of healing she's going through, what her other healers are telling her about a situation, a connection, her purpose, her job, her career, that she already inwardly knows about but needs clarification on the outside in the 3D world. You yourselves may be getting readings, you may be booking readings with me as well, so thank you. But yeah, we have the High Priestess here. So Divine Feminines, you are here present again in this reading. The last reading we had, which was for the Divine Feminines, was the Death card, as you remember. Just so you know, that was a lengthy reading, that was a lengthy video, but it was very in-depth, and I really do hope that you found it useful. Again, you can always just pause and then come back to it at your own time, because there's a lot of messages in there. Again, all of my readings may not necessarily resonate with everyone. There could be some messages there that resonate. Just take the ones that do and leave the ones that don't, please. So let's have a look at these two columns. What's going on, please? Ace of Swords, we have illumination. So we have an awakening taking place. We have an awakening taking place. Let's have a look on the other side. I feel like this is something that's happening around the High Priestess's energy, around Divine Feminine energy. What's the other column, please, Spirit? Thank you. Okay, so the Father of Swords flipped out and then has gone back into the deck. So I'm just going to take note of that. Okay, thank you. Wow. So we have the Divine Masculine here. We have the Strength card as well. Wow. Okay, so we're already into it. So, and the Magician. Okay, so you saw how the cards flipped, didn't you? So we have the Strength card here, Divine Masculine energy. Really wanting to magnetize, wanting to attract, wanting to manifest, wanting to use all of the skills that he has in his power in order to bring above what he's experiencing in the 5D in his dream space, and taking the courage into bringing it into being in the physical space. So whatever has surpassed between the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine, they are connected in the 5D, in the dream space, through meditation, through prayer, through quiet moments, through even art therapy, you know, things like that. And also what other tarot readers, Divine Masculine may have been going to a tarot reader. I just saw 8-8, by the way, in the time on the clock. So they could be getting readings from a tarot reader, a healer as well, someone like myself, yeah, who is saying that there is this Divine Feminine energy around you, your counterpart, who you're destined to be with. And so they know this on a deeper level. They know this intuitively. They know this in their gut, and they want to manifest this thing that they know as above and bring it into so below. So they want to manifest what's happening in the 5D into 3D. And what has been going on is this 5 of Pentacles, this loss, this feeling separated, feeling left out in the cold, feeling sad, you know, feeling distressed. And so this is what's happening currently for the Divine Masculine. I would say this Divine Masculine could be getting an illumination, an awakening, an actual realization, a genuine understanding about this connection. If they haven't come through with this understanding just yet about this connection, they will be. So they're getting illumination about this. Let's have a look at the Ace of Swords. This does also talk about speaking their truth, wanting to start a new beginning in communication as well. Maybe even wanting to communicate in the 5D. Maybe the Divine Feminine has stopped communication in the 5th dimension. So they're trying to gauge and get information, the Divine Masculine, trying to get engaged information through the dreams, through astral travel, through, you know, through their own tarot reading, if they are tarot readers, through astrology, through cartomancy, through whatever it is that they need to do in order to come out of the 3D dimension to tap into the 5D. This does not talk about spell work in the black magic sense. This talks about invocation. This talks about prayer. So I'm not someone who deals with spell work or santeria or anything that is about manipulating other people's energies in order to get what I want, because I'm a divine feminine and I have the strength within me in order to know the difference between light and dark energies. And I know the consequences of manipulation in the 3D, but also manipulation and mind games as well, like my painting, in the 5D as well. So the repercussions of manipulation in either world, in either realm, has major consequences. The divine feminines, you know this as well, so let's keep getting into it and I'll stop jabbering along. We've got the Son of Wands. So we have this serpent here who is rising above this wand here. So I feel like the divine masculine could be starting the ascension of the Kundalini awakening. So they could be going through an ascension process right now. I feel like this needs to go here. Through an ascension process, and I think the divine feminines are actually helping awaken this ascension. So the Kundalini awakening, there are two serpents that intertwine above the caduceus, which is Archangel Raphael's wand of healing. And it's, do you remember how I spoke about in one of my readings, I think it was a divine masculine video, where there's an ascension from the base of the spinal column all the way up to the back of the neck, through into the third eye and out into receiving and getting that illumination through the pineal gland, which is the third eye. So the divine feminine has already gone through the awakening of the Kundalini awakening, Kundalini rising. She has an understanding and awareness of this connection. The divine masculine is still in the 3D, 4D world, where in the 5D they understand this, but in the 3D and 4D world, basically there's a detachment of this connection, of this reality, of this truth. So I feel like they are at the very beginning of this awakening into this connection, or they may be resisting this connection, and for whatever reason they may be, partaking in distractions in order to stop themselves from receiving messages, receiving guidance from their angels, their ancestors. They may try to stop themselves from looking within and feeling the connection, because it can be quite scary for a lot of people to have a realization that the true love really does exist, but there is also a choice that needs to be made here. That's what I'm sensing here. I wouldn't be surprised if the Two of Swords does come up here again. In my readings, it has been coming up a lot. The Emperor as well has been coming up a lot, hasn't it? But I do see here that the Magician is the counterpart to the High Priestess. So this is a confirmation that in the 5D, they are already connected, they are already married, they are already together. The Magician is connected with the astral world, the dream space. The High Priestess is too. She goes within in order to get the information that she needs. Interesting, I brought the beautiful olive crucifix from Jerusalem. This is the olive tree from Jerusalem that I brought here today. And this High Priestess is wearing a crucifix on her necklace today. This is the first time I've actually brought the crucifix here. Interestingly, I'm not someone who, I just want to say as a side note before I continue, I'm not someone that believes in in carrying a crucifix, because I don't want to be reminded of pain, torture, sin, and all of this. But there is something about this sacrifice as well. There needs to be a sacrifice, a choice that needs to be made. And that's the message that's coming through here, is you either choose one path, the higher road, or the short path, which leads to another destiny. But I do see that there is a realization for some divine masculines, depending on which wave of this journey, because it is a journey, where there are some divine masculines who are rising up to accepting the challenge of this gauntlet, which is difficult. It's not easy. Let's get so usually with the divine divine connections, there is a Kundalini rising, Kundalini awakening. For me, it happened when I was 33, so that was 4 years ago, and it was really crazy. It was really weird. Lots of strange things. For me, it happened actually interesting. I spoke about the crucifix and sacrifice. It's happened from Good Friday up until Easter, Monday, I think it was. So all the way through the weekend, I was getting so many. It was like a merging between the astral plane and the physical plane. So there was like weird experiences that I was experiencing that could not be explained, and it was very scary. And maybe the Divine Masculine is experiencing this right now. But I was just saying, there are two serpents. There are two serpents that rise up the wand, and then come into the illumination and come together and merge together. So the Divine Feminine has already experienced this. The Divine Masculine, I would say, I feel like the Divine Masculine, this card needs to be here, but we'll continue. Just leave it there for the moment. Divine Masculine is having this awakening, or will be having this awakening eventually on their journey, where they'll start to receive they'll start to engage and activate this awakening in order to merge and receive this other linking with the Divine Feminine's serpent rising up, if that makes sense. So they are starting the journey of this awakening, Kundalini awakening, but there are two serpents. There's only one at this time. So the Divine Feminine has already awakened here. We have a rainbow serpent around the sword here. The Divine Masculine is receiving signs from the universe as well about this connection, very heavily. They could be receiving, they may even be having dreams about serpents. Around me, around my people, my soul tribe, they've been mentioning things about seeing serpents themselves. And I've been hearing people just talk about serpents and snakes, just randomly in conversation. I don't even ask them about any of it, it just comes out. So Divine Feminines, you may be receiving some messages as well about serpents and snakes that have no context at all to any part of the conversation that you may be having. I mean, I was in Liverpool and I was talking to a waiter, and this waiter was just suddenly saying, I don't like snakes. So that was weird. But anyway, let's have a look at the Divine Masculine. Let's just get a few more. Thank you, Spirit. So this flipped, we have the Hermit. So they're needing to maybe go into solitude here with the Hermit. Strong Virgo energy. This could, by the way, happy birthday, Virgos. This is Virgo season now. So during Virgo season, which is now happening September, October, so moving from Leo energy, moving from prideful energy as well, moving away possibly from manipulation tactics too, because the Magician can also talk about someone who they may be dealing with who is very manipulative. They may be getting a realization, Divine Masculines, about needing to go within, needing to stay single, and be in hermit mode for a bit and go within in order to find the light and the truth. So the Hermit here is someone who is needing solitude, right? Very interesting that we have three major arcanas here in the Divine Masculines, and we have the Divine Feminine. We have her standing strong here, or sitting strong in her power. So Divine Feminine is in her power here. She's already initiated this activation for this connection to take place already in the 5D. So Divine Feminines, as I always say, you rise into this awakening, this understanding, and this true love connection before your Divine Masculine does. Whether this Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine connection does take place in the 3D is yet to be said. This is also talking about free will. This talks about people having their own choice, in life. You can't, as I said before, manipulate or force someone to do something that they're not wanting to do or they're not ready to do. Let's have a look at the Divine Feminine side, please. Thank you. So we have the Mother of Wands here. Interesting. So you've got the Page of Wands and the Mother of Wands. So we have this serpent here that has she's got eggs. She's covering. She's retrieving. She's protecting her eggs. Some of you Divine Feminines may wish to be pregnant. May wish to even be careful about who you sleep with as well, because you're wanting to make sure that you don't just, you know, give your eggs away, let's say, right? So you're protecting your children, you're protecting your fertility, your eggs, you know, you're protecting your cubs, you're protecting the children that you already have, the children that you want to have, in this connection. There is a strong sense of protection here. I am reading these cards intuitively at this time, but I would say in the tarot, this is the Mother of Wands, which is the Queen of Wands. So someone who is very ambitious, passionate, beautiful, attractive, sexy, enlightened, mature, a mother, has gained a lot of experience, is very successful, very has a very bright light, very strong, empowered, very powerful as well. Very passionate, is able to speak their mind as well in a very passionate, hot way. But let me just keep going. We have the Nine of Pentacles here. So they're protecting their wishes, they're protecting what they are saying and who they're saying, who they're talking to as well, I would say, about this connection as well. Because this is private as well. So the Nine of Pentacles is this divine feminine who has is protecting this wish, this desire. Nine of Pentacles is about something for the long term, family and investment, something that she really wants to nurture. Sorry about the noise. Really wants to nurture and really wants to succeed in and bring fruits into the physical world. So we have some beautiful colors here in terms of fire energy. There's this illumination taking place as well with the divine feminine here. There's also these wands. It looks like a nest as well. So divine feminines, you may have moved into a new home recently. You may want to move into a new home and, you know, create a nest for yourself as well. This is what this is saying as well. That's what I'm seeing, and you probably can see that too. Just rearranging the cards here, just making sure that everything is visible. And I would say that with the Ace of Swords, divine feminines, you may have already spoken your truth about this connection to your divine masculines as well. There was also maybe some heat behind that truth, some fire, maybe even some anger. Personally, myself, I've been working on my own anger issues. I feel like it's dissipating now, but I had quite a lot of fire within me. And you know I'm Italian and Colombian, and I can get very fiery and heated and angry, but there's a level of that and there's a level of pure anger, you know, and anger, it doesn't serve anyone. It doesn't serve you, it doesn't serve the world out there, it doesn't serve you to manifest divine feminines, what you want to create in this world, which is balance, being a positive leader for the world, creating a path for others in order to follow, right? Because the divine feminines do not follow, they lead by example. And then we have the Mother of Cups for the divine feminine's energy. So the divine feminine, she's thinking about opening her heart. She's also closing it here with the Queen of Cups here. So she's thinking, she's sort of like, I feel like the divine feminines are unsure about opening their heart again, or protecting it and closing it. I would say at this time she's sort of unsure and she's wanting to protect it. But she's also knowing that she has a lot of compassion. If there has been a block in the communication, there is still that open communication, the 5D, between the divine feminine and the divine masculine. Divine feminine has the power here to stop communication, I would say. So does divine masculine too. But remember, the divine feminine leads the way here through truth, light, and through graceful leadership as well. So if you, like myself, has been feeling angry, upset, emotional, sad, disappointed, you know, brokenhearted, there's a need to transmute that into alchemy. And I know that's not easy for a lot of you to hear that, especially now that if you're going through a really, really wobbly patch at this time. You don't have to be really, let's say, explicit or massively open about what you're going through in your situation in the public comments. But if you can put something in the comments about it resonating with you, then this would really help me to know that I'm providing great content for you. that I'm supporting you in on your journey, and I'm providing guidance for you. So we have two mothers here. We've got the Mother of Wands and the Mother of Cups here. And then we have the Nine of Cups here, and we have the Son of Cups. Okay, so I'm just going to bring that out too. So, so we have this divine feminine who has spoken her truth. She's spoken her truth. She's opened up her heart here. She brought some passion. She expressed desire. She expressed her truth with gumption, with courage as well. Ace of Wands does talk about courage, about offering an opportunity for a better life, something that is stable, bringing about an opportunity, opening a door to the divine masculine about an opportunity that they could take or leave, that they could accept or reject. And the divine feminine has look, we have two nines here. So we have 99. I just saw 99 ice cream, 99p ice cream that we have here in England. I don't know if you have that in the States, 99p ice cream or wherever in the world. But yeah, it's like I'm seeing this ice cream, it's like this swirl, and then there's this like chocolate stick on it. So yeah, there's this kind of this wand, there's this wish fulfillment. So the divine feminine has offered a cup to the divine masculine and about an opportunity, opening a door to a better life, to something stable, full of compassion, love, understanding, appreciation, cuddles, affection, great sex as well, is what I'm seeing here. Nurturing, passion, desires being met all round, stability, wishes fulfilled here. And there was this Son of Cups here, this beginning of a connection for a new romance, a new love. Divine feminine, some of you could actually currently be mothers as well who are dealing with a divine masculine outside of your marriage or outside of a connection. Some of you may be single as well, possibly. I don't see the Queen of Swords here in this reading, but you may have been separated for quite some time and you may be a single mum. You may have a boy as well as, or you may have two boys as well, possibly. I feel that the divine feminine, this is one person. There's two mothers here. Divine feminines, you may have been opening up your heart to your mum, talking about your distress and what's been going on. I know I have. Sometimes divine feminines, you need to talk to your sisters. You need to talk to your own mothers. You need to talk to Mother Mary. Mary Magdalene, you need to talk to, bringing about a circle to communicate your emotions, because you can't have this bottled up inside. That's what I'm seeing here. So let me just put this there like that. Okay. So divine masculines, we have a divine masculine here who is having the understanding about this loss, this separation, and having an understanding that they have been prideful, that they have been in their ego. I'm just rearranging as I'm talking about the divine masculine here, so please be patient about my OCD. Well, I don't have OCD, but you know what I'm saying. And, you know, the Strength card, the Leo card, is someone who's very prideful. The divine masculine may have offered a rose, may have tried to bring in some romance, but they have turned away from this connection, at least for this time. Divine masculines have turned away and they have wanted to manifest a new life or a different life. In this life, this could have involved them moving away from this connection and becoming single, and even just going off-grid, or even just isolating themselves from this connection, ghosting. Yeah. The Hermit also talks about Virgo, talks about learning, maybe getting mastery in a particular skill set that they need to master through their work or something that they're training for. So for example, someone who's a stuntman needs to train in martial arts and all sorts of things in order to get trained up and become a really great stuntman. So that's what I'm seeing here. The divine masculines has turned themselves away from this connection in order to focus on something else. I don't know what that is, but whatever they've been focusing on has left them feeling disappointed, you know, upset, because they know that they can't deny this connection. Okay, so but I do see that there is ego involved here. I do see there is control issues here with the magician. I also see that there has been ghosting and isolation. Divine masculines have been, this is quite a graphic card, so, you know, just, I don't know what to say about this, but this is what Kim Krantz has designed. She's an artist like myself, and I have to value and respect what artists, you know, put out. So Kim Krantz has the Ten of Swords here. With her version of Ten of Swords is this bull with 10 swords through the back and 1 through the eye. So divine masculines have stopped themselves from seeing the truth. They've been blinded as well from the truth. The swords do talk about reason, truth, you know, reality as well, the mind. They've stopped themselves from thinking straight, and they have allowed themselves to be betrayed, persuaded, even manipulated by someone else here. There has been an ending here, and there will be, if this isn't now on this journey, there will be an ending of a connection that they may be involved in, and an ending of their ego. So they are releasing their ego, or spirit will come in and intervene through their meditation space, through their prayer, to say, look, whatever you are involved in is not serving you. You need to humble yourself here, because the Strength card does talk about humbling. Also talks about taming the beast. So whatever addictions that they may be involved in terms of sex, drugs, alcohol, numbing themselves with porn, TV, video games, socializing in the wrong circles, etc., etc. We'll get into it with other cards. But I do see that there is going to be an understanding that whatever they've been involved in has to stop. Again, this does talk about free will, and it does talk about, you know, everyone having their own choices, but also their, whatever bed they make, they need to lay in it. And this does talk about karma as well. Let's get one more card, or 2 more cards, please, Spirit, for the Divine Masculine. Thank you. So we have so do you remember the Father of Wands did come out, and then we have the Father of Wands come out again. So it came out and then it went back into the deck. So divine masculines have been following their DICK. They've been following what has been, regardless of gender, by the way, as you know, divine masculine energy predominance can be a woman as well. So the divine masculines have been following their sexuality, their passions, what brings them joy, in terms of the bedroom. But I feel like they may even be having, I'm seeing an STD here. You may not see this, but I'm seeing an STD. I'm seeing a sickness, an illness, an inflammation with regard to their sexual organs, because this is spirit saying that whatever you are partaking and entertaining sexually is making you feel sick. This person who you are having sex with is making you feel sick, drawn out. I am seeing a karmic situation here as a karmic person, a low vibrational, manipulative, narcissistic person who they are involved in at this time, who's using manipulation tactics, has major control issues as well, who is manipulating, even doing sorcery, black magic against this connection with the divine feminine, to hold your divine masculine, divine feminine away from you. So there is someone that they're involved in, a situation, even people, maybe even family members, that are persuading them using the evil eye in order to stop your divine masculine person away from this connection. And this divine masculine, if they're entertaining sex as well at this time, are going to be sick about this as well. This is just something that I'm seeing here. If this hasn't come to pass, this will come to pass. This could be within... also, the Magician does talk about communication. The planet Mercury does talk about Sagittarius. For me as a reader, also talks about Gemini as well. So Gemini is, forget about, you know, you are a Pisces, you are Gemini. It's the gods of these stars, the gods of these planets, the gods that carry this energy. So these gods are messengers, yeah? So planet Mercury, or the energy of Gemini, is very flirtatious, it's very entertaining, it's very sociable, but it also does talk about gossip as well. So whatever they're involved in is quite toxic. I do see that this is the shadow aspect of Mercury, the shadow aspect of Gemini, and the shadow aspect of Leo. ego, pride, manipulation, confusion, gossip, socializing with the wrong people. Virgo, the shadow aspect of Virgo is overanalyzing, over being in your head, being too isolated, being too critical as well. We have the Six of Wands here, which talks about victory. So the Divine Masculine is wanting victory, is wanting to rise above all of this pain, and maybe even competition, in order to transform themselves into the beautiful butterfly. This could involve needing to be in a moment of isolation, away from a connection, away from people that stop him from being their true light here. I do see that there is going to be a transformation for this Divine Masculine. I can't say when, but I am seeing that there is going to be a change, possibly during Virgo season, which is September, October. I'm really trying to make this a shorter reading than the other ones, but you know, we'll see what comes through. Yeah, during Virgo season, September, October, there could also have been something about Lionsgate, which I mentioned before, which has pushed them to have an understanding that they could have lost the Divine Feminine for a while, for forever even. Let's have a look at the booklet. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is. So Kim Krantz, I just want to see what her interpretation of the Five of Pentacles is, please. So the Five of Pentacles is sadness, worry, illness. So I mentioned illness here and inflammation in terms of the sex organs. The Five of Pentacles is a card of hard times. It may come in the form of an illness, job loss, financial trouble, or rejection. Divine Masculines may have felt themselves rejected by their Divine Feminines, and they got stuck in their ego. Leo is also very flirtatious as well. Likes to be seen, likes to be acknowledged, likes to be, actually loves to be seen, acknowledged, and appreciated. This does talk about strength, Leo, and the Six of Wands talks about fame. It's all about me, me, me. That's the Leo energy, the shadow aspect of Leo. And so they're realizing that this self-centeredness is not serving them at all, because it's making them feel sick and stuck in a pattern, stuck in a loop here with this infinity symbol, that they need to humble themselves into having a realization that being appreciated by other people, being appreciated by the outside world, even fans as well, does not make them happy within. So they need to find the happiness within. In order to do that, they need to go within in order to find that truth, that light, that understanding that they are enough. This anxiety is counterproductive and damaging. You may find a way to quiet the mind during this difficult time. Rely on meditation or visualization to find peace. So at some point on the journey, the Divine Masculines will be visualizing or coming into themselves in order to find peace and quiet. I do feel like there is a lot of confusion, a lot of chatter. Let's just have, I think those are all the cards spread out for the Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. Let's have a look at the bottom of the deck. There you go, and that's the Three of Swords here, and I did mention heartbreak. So overall, there is separation in this connection, there is heartbreak, and both parties are feeling it, Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. I do feel like, you know, there is something in the background possibly about things changing, people being kicked out of a situation as well, you know, the karmic being kicked out of a situation. The thing is about manipulation tactics and even black magic, is that Divine Feminine knows that whatever their Divine Masculine is dealing with in terms of a dark magician, a warlock, warlord, whatever they have been sending off to the Divine Feminine in terms of making them feel sick, making them feel angry, Divine Feminine has risen above it. That's what I'm seeing here. I just want to have a look at the Island Time Wellness, and let's see what the overall connection is all about, please, Spirit. So thank you. Let's have a look at the overall connection between the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine, please. Let's have a look. So what's on the Divine Masculine's mind is their Divine Feminine. Regardless of what's on social media, regardless of what's being posted, regardless of what's being seen in the 3D in this reality, the truth is that the truth will set you free. The divine masculine knows that their freedom lies with being true to themselves, being authentic to themselves, humbling their ass down as well, in order to be true to this connection. Again, this is free will here. Again, divine feminines, please do not do or entertain in any sort of sorcery or black magic in order to get your divine masculine. They need to wake up to this connection on their own. It's up to them. If they want to walk away from this connection or move forward to you, divine feminines, I will just say that whatever will happen, divine feminines, you have a bright future ahead of you. You have all of this abundance, all your wishes coming through here, children, another child if you've been trying as well and have been unsuccessful. I also see a lot of emotional balance and also financial stability here, a lot of financial stability, prosperity here coming through in terms of your work and money that's coming in. Lots and lots of exciting abundance and prosperous fortune coming through here for you, divine feminine. So either way, you're good on your journey. Divine masculines just look like they need to really humble themselves in order to get back on track here. So let's have a look at the overall between these two parties here. We have photographs, so looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, making new memories. So overall, both parties are having nostalgia, they're thinking about this connection, they're looking at pictures, they're looking online, they're looking for comfort from photos, comfort from old memories between each other here. And we have love here, so there is unconditional love here between both people. Unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, and attraction. So either way, between these two individuals, there is love here. There is unconditional love. I just saw a spark here. So we also have elementals here as well in this reading. For me, when I see sparks through my third eye, this is confirmation that basically, you know what I'm like. You know who I am. I'm a clairaudient, clairsentient, psychic. The messages come in through different ways, not just through the cards. So this is confirmation that there is love between you both. There is oneness in the 5D. There is oneness. There is a spirit. This is a spiritual love, and there is love between you both, regardless of which path either one will take here. Let's have a look at the bottom of the deck, and we have the chaser. So there could be someone who is chasing the connection, chaser in codependent relationship, fear of abandonment issues. So divine feminines, I know that you have been dealing with abandonment issues. There is someone who has abandonment issues, someone who may be wanting to chase the connection as well. And divine feminines, you're being asked to not chase, but to be self-empowered as well. Which other cards are we going to be looking at? We're going to look at the Kipper now. So we're going to look at the Fin de Siècle Kipper deck. I do apologise about my French. I've not practiced the language in quite some time. Although I do have French ancestry. My father speaks French. My mum used to speak French as well, and she lived in Paris for many years. So did my dad. My great-grandfather was French. So I have an affinity with French, and for some reason this Fin de Siècle Kipper deck came in French. Fin de Siècle is end of an era as well, but interestingly the illustrator is Italian, at least Italian descent, by Ciro Marchetti. Some tarot readers, oh man, this is something that really irks me, by the way, is when names and words are not pronounced correctly, or when someone doesn't make the effort to study a language properly, or even just say, well, okay, how do I actually pronounce this? This is something in my own personal ego where I get really annoyed about it. And it's I just want to say, it's Ciro Marchetti, it's not Marchetti. Just like it's not Moschino, it's Moschino, okay? Just like it's not Fischetti, it's Fischetti, which is my name. So please make efforts to learn a freaking language. Like, come on, like, educate yourselves. It just irks me. irks me so much. Like, I don't speak every language of the world, and I make efforts to go and study, even go Google Translate and, you know, find out. Oh, I just get so annoyed. Find out how you actually pronounce it. Jeez. It's just laziness. It's something that my dad also has as well. Like, he and I have the same thing, that he's like, it's not ignorance, it's just laziness. My dad used to be an Italian teacher as well, by the way. So we have Bonne Dame. So we have a gentlewoman here. We have the First Lady here. So we have the Bonne Dame. So we have the Divine Feminine here. Again, coming out in the overall between both parties here. So the Divine Feminine is in her power. The Divine Masculine is thinking about the Divine Feminine as their wish fulfillment. This is also an older lady, someone who has a lot of experience. Just forget about the clothes. Like, actually, I'm wearing purple just now with my trousers. But, you know, they're quite, let's be honest, they're quite gross clothes, okay? But she looks kind of haggard as well. So Divine Feminines, you know, whatever has been going on in terms of heartbreak, you know, get yourself into some self-care. Don't let yourself, my mum talks about this too, it's like, don't ever give your power away to a man. Like, don't ever, you know, lose yourself. Always keep an eye on your waistline, keep an eye on your body, your physique, your sleep. Make sure that you are sleeping, that you're looking after yourself, that you're putting some nice creams on your face. Personally, I make my own face creams. I use frankincense, and I use, well, I'm not going to say exactly what I'm doing, because I feel like there is a karmic person here. There's a karmic person, a very toxic person, who is trying to emulate the Divine Feminine energy. This karmic person may also be trying to say, oh yeah, I'm also a tarot reader, or I'm also a healer. Yeah, I'm also a shaman. I'm also like an artist. I'm also like they're trying to emulate who you are, Divine Feminine. So again, check yourselves as well. Pay attention to your intuition. I've just stopped myself from actually explaining and telling you what I use in terms of my own beauty regime, because I feel like this karmic person, this narcissist, this very toxic person, is checking in my YouTube channel, is checking my Instagram, is checking my readings as well, in order to engage, research, find out what I'm doing in order to emulate who I am. But I'm the genuine article. Divine Feminines, you are the genuine article. You can't copy that. You can't clone that. Yeah? You can't clone that, Divine Feminine. So just laugh about it, because whatever this person is trying to manipulate and trying to do some sorcery up in here, okay, in order to emulate this magic, it will come undone. And how it will come undone? It will come undone through God's power, through Spirit's power. Divine Masculine could be feeling sick, could be catching an STD. I don't wish this on this person at all. I'm just saying that this is something that does happen in terms of spiritual connections. When you're with the wrong person, you feel sick, you feel drained, and it's up to the Divine Masculine to wake up to this. I don't know. Let's see what the Divine Masculine is feeling at this time. We have the gentleman here. Can't make this up, man. Oh my gosh. So, Divine Feminines, you've got to really, if you don't know, you've really got to trust your intuition. Sorry about the noise, but I'm not going to edit it, okay? You've got to trust your intuition, because just as I'm trusting my intuition, these cards are coming through as confirmation of what I'm talking about. So we have the Bonne Dame and we have the Gentleman. So we have the Gentlewoman, the Gentle Lady, and the Gentleman. This is counterpart energy. This is divine match. Yeah, so we have 6 and 5 here, could be significant, which adds us up to 13. 13 did come out in the long reading for the Divine Feminines about the Death card. String of bad luck, string of black magic being sent to the Divine Feminine, right? But we have the evil eye here that casts out any black magic, any evil spells here. Yeah? So you're able to block this, divine feminines. So don't let them fool you. Oh no. Yeah, Bob Marley coming through. Don't let them fool you, divine feminines. People trying to school you. Oh no. Don't let them fool you, divine feminines. Don't let them fool you. Yeah? Don't let them fool you. You know what is truthful here. Divine masculines are turning away from this connection at this time. Divine feminines' head and posture is away from the divine masculine at this time. The divine feminine is looking straight into the eye. She just knows. She knows the truth. Divine masculine, his body language is towards the divine feminine, but his gaze is towards something else. A situation, a toxic cycle, a toxic situation. Maybe even work, maybe even, building fine. I don't see any coins here apart from the 5 of coins. There does seem to be a loss of money as well. So divine masculines could be coming across as very abundant, very sort of in their power, but actually they may have come through loss. They may have been giving financially to a situation, a person as well. But their ego is more important to their pride. They're very prideful, which in a way is quite honourable. But look, we have prison here and we have attente. So yeah, we have, let me just put these back. 1 second. Divine masculines are in a trap at this time. We have prigione, or the prison. So number 29, this could be their age. 29 is also adding up to 11. It talks about needing to move towards a opening here, a portal, freedom. They have been trapped by a situation, a person, even black magic, a dark spell. However you want to call it, black magic, spell work, manipulation, catfishing, whatever you want to call it. It's dark. So they've been trapped in a cycle. They've been trapped in a situation. They've put themselves in a situation because they needed to give financially to a person, a situation, or they are feeling trapped and sick because they have given sexually to a person that has made them feel sick, and therefore they are trapped in this situation at this time. They're wanting to ascend, they're wanting to transform, they're wanting to heal, but I feel like their ego they're stuck in their ego here. Attente. The divine feminine is waiting. 28 could be significant. 8 and 2 is 10. They're waiting and they're wanting a ending in a situation themselves. So let's have a look at the book here. So please again, just ignore my bad French here. Okay, so let's put that there. Where is this going? Okay, so we're going to look at the Bonne Dame, Gentleman, Prison, and Attente. Okay, so start with the Divine Feminines, ladies first. Une femme mûre et distinguée. Okay, so she's very distinguished, older, experienced. She has a very attentive presence as well. She looks at you straight ahead. She's no BS. She speaks the truth. Here with the Ace of Swords as well. She has experience. She's gained experience. She's opened up her heart. She's also cautious as well because she's kind of caressing herself. She's holding onto her hands here. She's wanting to open up, even sexually, physically, emotionally, spiritually. She's gaining balance in not oversharing and not overgiving as well here. So that's what I'm seeing here as well in the body language. Yeah. De la carte numéro 5, Gentleman. So this is the counterpart to the Gentleman here. Elle décrit en fait une femme expérimentée, influente, suivant aussi une figure maternelle avec beaucoup d'expérience et de compétences. So this female, divine feminine, has a lot of experience, is very maternal and nurturing. We have that here with the mother of cups here, which is very maternal, compassionate, loving. So you could be a mother as well at this time, divine feminines, or you're wanting to be a mum. Has a lot of experience, has also is very financially independent here with the 9 of Pentacles. You could also be single as well, single mums as well, divine feminines, as I mentioned before, who are very self-sufficient as well. Okay, so yeah, this also talks about the person who is the consultant for the reading, or someone who reads the cards. As I mentioned, divine feminines, you may have a spiritual gift like myself, who is able to read the cards. So she knows the truth. She's getting the confirmation through the cards. So I'm just rearranging here. Yes. Yeah. So she's a superior. She has superior ranking. She has superior hierarchy here. Someone who's also a consultant, someone who is a counselor, someone who's an advisor. So have a look at the divine masculine, which is the gentleman. Again, can't make it up. The energies are here. The energies are here. It's being confirmed here, as you're seeing here. So, un homme âgé. So this person, divine masculines, are learning how to become more wise, become more experienced, also grow up as well. Aisé et visiblement cultivé. So someone who's very cultured, someone who's very experienced, est assise dans sa bibliothèque. So someone who is very educated, someone who is academically inclined as well. Une chose est cependant demeurée constante. Il existe des gens importants. So this person is very important. This is a public figure. We do have the 6 of Wands and the Strength card here, which is Leo. So this is someone who is in the public eye as well, or is working towards that level of, you know, un passant distingué, someone who is very, you know, distinguished, someone who is very respected in society. Someone who people come to for help as well. So divine masculines have been maybe giving financially to a situation, people as well. And they are usually the person who people go to for help here. But I'm hearing who's helping the divine masculines. They need to help themselves here as well. They can't just pour. As the divine feminines are learning a pattern of stopping themselves from pouring from an empty cup, they're learning how to, you know, create boundaries, but also learning how to self-care, learning how to prioritize themselves here. Divine masculine's lesson here is learning how to not financially overgive or even physically give to the wrong people, the wrong situations as well. They're needing to know their own self-worth here. This also is talking to me about James Bond character. So James Bond is, you know, someone who everyone wants to sleep with, someone who is very well known, someone who is, you know, people, you know, this is the energy that I'm getting here, James Bond character. But it's interesting because the divine feminine has not fallen into this egoic thing. So divine masculines, before they come into their proper pure divinity, the divine masculines are player energy. They want to, all the women want to be with them, all the men want to be with them, you know, they want to be them as well. Divine feminines do not do that. They don't want to, they're not showing that they want to, they're not their usual type as well. Divine masculines, the divine feminine is not their divine masculine's usual type, and vice versa, because this is a different pattern here. Both individuals are learning not to be codependent or even falling into their ego here or overgiving. Either way, just take that as it resonates here. So, symbolise l'homme ayant beaucoup d'influence et par conséquent, son interprétation peut être très large. So they have a very large aura, divine masculines as well. This also does talk about having, being well endowed, physically, sexually speaking as well. Il va de la personne masculine autoritaire et du supérieur hiérarchique jusqu'à partenaire. Yes, so this is someone of high standing as well, always coming into this level of high standing, right, in society. Someone who is giving, benevolent as well, someone who could also be a humanitarian as well, as I always pick up in the readings. Oh wait, something here about the environment. Okay, right. So depending on the cards, it's sort of this can go either way. So either overgiving. Let's have a look at the attente. So the 28, which is waiting on the divine feminine side. So en femme, so this is attente, yeah. So une femme riche est dans son salon et observe, résignée, quelque chose dans le jardin. Peut-être attend-elle quelque chose ou quelque chose semble l'affecter. So this is something that they're looking towards, they're looking at the garden, they're looking at something that has affected them or has affected their hearts. Ces cartes décrivent en général que nous espérons quelque chose. This card is generally speaking about something that this divine feminine is desiring or wanting. Peut-être aussi que nous observons une foi sans agir. Okay, so this is something that they are observing or that they had observed before without action, okay? So something they haven't acted upon, they're waiting upon this thing. Et signifiait également que nous sommes obligés de faire preuve de patience. So the divine feminine is learning patience at this time. Especially here with the Queen of Cups, and the Page of Cups does talk about learning a new journey, a new lesson about patience. Divine Feminines, I know you're going to hate this, but I have to say it because this is coming through. Divine Feminines, God love you. You are hearts of gold. Okay. Si effectivement elle inspire l'espoir, ou alors si l'attente est vaine et réveillée par les cartes environnantes. So obviously it depends on all the cards around, but this does talk about inspiration and hope as well. Let's have a look at the prigione, the prison, number 29. This also does talk about possibly 28, 8 and 2 is 10, an ending of waiting possibly coming through or may come to pass, because we have 10 that turns into an ace here. So we do have, well, we have the Son of Cups. We do have the Ace of Swords, so that is an ace. So we do have on the Divine Feminine side this illumination or a start to start patience, or maybe a closure of patience, maybe frustration. Here with the Page of Cups and the Page of Wands that came out earlier, frustration, impatience, yeah. So 29, the Prison card. So prigione, nous voyons deux mains derrière des barreaux et les bras réveillants que le prisonnier est vêtu de haillons, alors que mais impuissant se crampant au barreur. Ok, l'autre semble résigné. Ok, le cachot est sombre et sinistre. Une rate semble être l'unique visiteur. That's really sad. So the only comfort is this rat. This comfort is this mouse for this divine masculine. This is really interesting. I actually had a visitation from a mouse the other day, which was interesting. So in my house, a mouse in the house. I I actually love animals. I wasn't really scared of it. I just had to make sure that this creature had to go back in the hole. Pest control came in. It was a whole palaver. 2 in the morning, the pest control guy left, you know. So this is something that I've experienced. So the divine masculine is needing to there's this, okay. Whoever you are, sorcerer, black magician, who's coming into my personal home, coming in even into my personal readings, you think you're all that, you'll think you're all like, amazing, no one's gonna stop me, I'm so powerful, I'm all-seeing. You are weaving a really dark web, and I'm sending you prayers. That's all I can say. I'm sending you prayers, because it's gonna come and bite you up in the ass, one way or another. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna get you one way or another. I'm gonna teach you. I'm gonna catch you. Yeah, your consequences, your comeuppance, dark magician is coming back, and it's not gonna be easy for you. And I'm praying for you. I pray for your soul. So, divine masculines, you're dealing with a dark magician here. And your only friend, you may even be isolating your friends here with the Virgo card. This person, divine masculines, if you're reading and listening to my readings, my videos, I do know that we have divine masculines here. You're dealing with a situation, a person who's very toxic, who is isolating you from your friends. This is a very narcissistic tendency and trait as well. And your only friend is this mouse, this rat. Critters, you know? It's just very sad. Very sad energy, very somber energy. Isolation and renouncement, yes, resignation. So divine masculines are needing to find the strength in order to come out of their own prison and their own trap that they've been led astray. It's the energy of being led astray here, being cast a spell and led into a wrong path here. Secrets as well, secrets and lies. Symbolise-tu les affaires fermées du monde extérieur? Yeah. So there's something here that has, you know, they're isolated from the exterior world, one or another, divine masculines. You're needing to find a way to come out of that. Bottom of the deck, we have communauté. So we have community here. So number 12, so within this connection, there is community, there's a sense of familiarity, there's a sense of understanding, there's a sense of community. There is familiarity between this connection here. Number 39 could be significant, could be your age as well. 10, 11, 12 could be significant, could be something about Christmas period as well, coming through during the Christmas months here. Could be significant. And let me just have a quick look and we'll go into some other cards and we'll close out the reading, okay? I'm trying to be as quick as I can, but it's quite an intense reading, okay? So please be patient or stop the video and then come back again to watch or listen. Yeah, this is family, happy family, happy home as well. This looks like a pub. Yeah, so community, you know, being from the same kind, being from the same tribe, being from the same culture, being from the same tradition as well. So this is the bond that binds both people. There's that familiarity here. A group, association, a club, parents, friends, similar interests as well. Let's look at the, I just want to have a look at the, okay, so I've got 3 decks here. I want to have a look at the purpose card. So let's just have a look at the general. Okay, writing. So both of you at this time heal, inspire, teach, and entertain with the words you write. So between both of you, divine masculines and divine feminines, you're being inspired to write about this, journey. I know a lot of divine feminines and divine masculines actually are publishers as well. They do write about this twin flame or high level soulmate energy journey through writing, through script writing, through art, through journaling as well, and they get published and they help others as well. This does talk about law of attraction, so some of you could be doing some self-help books as well, or even just writing in your journal. I know I've been writing a lot. This helps you to transmute that negative energy as well, that heartbreak as well. Divine feminines and divine masculines does talk about healing here through writing here. Just wanted to mention that, so that's beautiful. Now I want to have a look at that. No, that's it. I want to have a look at this past life. I want to see what the connection is between both of you with regards to your past life, please. So what's in the middle? What's between you in terms of your past life? I do feel like this is a past life lesson that is being learnt here. Native American, okay, so it doesn't have to be Native American in terms of North America. This could be South or Central America, indigenous tribes all around the world, First Nations. So there is a community here. So between both of you, there's a tribe here where both of you, in your past lives, you came from the same tribe, the same clan. Let's have a look. Divine masculines. Okay. So have a look at divine. Okay, thank you. Wars and battles. Yeah, so wow. Oh my god. Okay. So divine masculines, their past life, their most recent past life was dealing with battle, wars. This does talk about isolation. We talked about abandonment as well at one point. So divine masculines, what's coming up in terms of also heroism as well with the Five of Wands does talk about heroism, coming out of battle as well in order to become a hero and speak and talk and write about this journey in terms of wars. But I do see that I do see that there was a recent past life in terms of war where your divine masculine, divine feminines had gone to war. They may have been stuck in a prison during this past life, and they were isolating themselves from your connection. So there was a past life, divine feminines, where your divine masculines had gone to war. Can't make this up. What does that say to you? It says imprisonment and slavery, doesn't it? So divine masculines had been imprisoned. We have double imprisonment here. This is wow. Some of you are saying wow. Yeah, wow. I am a good reader. I am tapped into God, spirit, you know, very, very much so. And I am trusting my intuition. I'm trusting my gut, and so should you, divine feminines, and also divine masculines. So should you trust your intuition as well. You'll transmute that control and actually listen to your guides, listen to your ancestors here that are communicating, and listen to your intuition here. In the recent past life, the story is that the divine masculine had chosen a route to go to war and were either enslaved or sold into slavery. But there is abandonment here as well. Wow. Okay. There is love life here. So yeah, divine feminines, there is love life here. Absolutely. This does talk about your recent past life was involved. There was a love life here. So you were connected, both of you, as love partners here. Lessons and blessings. Time will tell, I'm hearing. So divine feminines, you're learning about this lesson and this blessing as well. I do feel like you're waiting. Attente. You're waiting for your divine masculine to come back from battles, to come back from war. Some of you, this divine masculine in your recent past life had most definitely had been sold to slavery. So this is going to be a trigger, I'm sorry to say, to hear that and see that, but this is what has happened. A lot of indigenous peoples were also sold into slavery as well. Ah la la. I just read Black Elk as well. Black Elk speaks. Black Elk is also one of my spirit guides as well. So Black Elk is coming through as well. To not sell yourself to the devil here, to not sell yourself for money. Money won't get you anywhere, because it doesn't mean anything. It's the community that brings strength, the true richness here. So divine masculines were sold into slavery, or divine feminines were also put into slavery as well, or they were imprisoned by a situation. Maybe they got married to someone else or something. And this is a karmic cycle that is being played out in this lifetime. And this does talk about divine feminines needing to learn this lesson here. And then we have biblical. So yeah, there's also something here in terms of past life here that was based on biblical times. You know, learning to learn these lessons and transmute these lessons of pain and heartbreak. Let's have a look. Yeah, Greco-Roman. So also there's something here about the Greco-Roman period as well, where your recent past life is being affected by the Greco-Roman period, which means that you know, Greco-Roman period is also the initiation and the beginning of Christianity, for good, bad, or ugly. Yes, control, slavery. That's all here. That's all has played out in history as well. So there is something here about the Greco-Roman period, slavery, the Romans as well, and the love life. So there is a familiarity. So when you connected with your divine masculine in this lifetime, there was an immediate familiarity that you had known each other before. Okay, let's have a look at the romance angels and we'll try and wrap this up. Okay, let's just have a look at the general, please, between both. Thank you. Okay, that's a lot. It says release your ex, but I'm just going to start again. Let's just shuffle, actually. One more. One more. Wait, hang on. Hang on. Okay, that's it. Okay, so. Okay, I need to give that a good shuffle. This also talks about the divine masculine being trapped in a cycle, trapped with the wrong person. You know, this does happen. This has happened. I'm also seeing Guinevere as well, who had married King Arthur, but was in love with who was it? Was in love with someone else, basically. So these patterns are taking place at this time. So either way, you know, whether it's you or them. So let's have a look at the general, please. Spirit, one card for the general between both parties, please. I'm hearing let go, relax, breathe. So let go, relax, and breathe, okay? It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. This has been coming up in my readings. So whatever heartbreak has been taking place, whatever triggers have been coming up from your past life as well, divine feminine, divine masculine, it is safe for you to love. Open up your heart. We have love here and nostalgia here in terms of photography. Let's have a look at the divine masculine's energy. Wedding. So there could be a connection here where they could be trapped in a wedding, in a marriage. They could be trapped, as I said before, married to the wrong person. I did say Guinevere was married to King Arthur, who was not their true love. They were married to, their true love was someone else. Sir Lancelot, that's it. Guinevere was in love with Sir Lancelot, you know, and I believe Sir Lancelot was the divine masculine. I feel like divine masculines have been steering away from their own family, their own friends, their own true, what's it called, round table of friends. So I feel like they could be trapped in a situation, even a commitment. Let's just get one more clarification for this, please, about wedding, divine masculine. I also see that the divine masculine is looking straight ahead, and the divine and the person that they're married to or committed to is like holding them tight. This does talk about possession as well, how I'm reading it as at this time. But the divine masculine is not looking at this person. They're not interested. They've turned away. as well. Let's get one more card for the wedding in terms of divine masculine. Tell me about this wedding. Tell me about this commitment. Thank you. Honeymoon. So yeah, enjoy the bliss of holiday together, but I'm seeing isolation. So divine masculine is isolated, is trapped in a situation that they can't get out of, or they think that they can't get out of it. Let's get one more. I'm hearing stop. Okay, let's get one for the divine feminine. Codependency. So addictions are affecting your romantic life. Gosh. So this, as I said before, could be sex addictions, could be someone putting some black spell magic on this divine masculine as well. They could be codependent on someone financially. They could also be providing to someone financially as well. Divine masculines could be giving to a connection that's not meant for them. There could be addictions here, as I said before at the very beginning, and this person, divine masculines, are feeling at war with themselves. This does also talk about being sick, inflamed, stuck, trapped as well. All of these things that are playing out in the 3D are having an effect on this divine masculine's health. Let's have a look at the divine feminine now. Divine feminines, there is also a wink, a message here to let go of control issues, let go of being dependent on your divine masculine returning as well. Divine feminines, you deserve love. So that's coming through. You deserve love. You are lovable. So just know, divine feminines, that you are lovable. You know your worth. You love yourself. You're compassionate. You are lovable. And stay optimistic about your love life. So continue praying, continue offering your services to your community, to other light workers. Lead by example. Be graceful. Be the oracle that you are. Pray. Anoint your altar as well. Offer to your altar. Provide an altar. I just saw 2121 as well. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Okay, let's get one more about this, please. Okay, we've got two. So passion and flirt. So allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Extend your lightheartedness and enjoy energy to others. So some of you could be flirting with others, raising your vibration, being passionate here with the Page of Wands that came through as well. Flirt. You know, this does talk about the divine feminines are knowing their worth and they know that they deserve love. This will come through. If you're not feeling this right now, it will come through. And, you know, tend towards your passions as well. Tend towards your skills. Write about it. Make art, you know. Be passionate. Get outside. Go out there, you know. Be available. It doesn't matter, you know, who could come in. This does talk about dating as well, I would say. Bottom of the deck, we have engagement. So your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. We did have the Page of the Page of Wands that did come through as well. And that's what I'm seeing here. So there is an ascension here. There's also a future here that does talk about a commitment. I just feel like I want to get one more for the divine masculine. It's only fair because we've got okay, let's get three more for divine masculines. It's a long reading again. 1, 2, 2. 21, 21 could be significant. 1, 2, 2 could be significant. Forgiving and learning. Divine masculines are forgiving and learning these past patterns from past lives as well. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. They are asking for your forgiveness, divine feminines. Your divine masculine is asking for your forgiveness. They're wanting to have a heart-to-heart conversation with you. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. There is a lack of honesty and there is a need to forgive each other here and learn from your mistakes. Come out of an entrapment here, divine masculines, because there is deception here involved, because there is someone who's wearing someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Yes. So either party I see that the divine feminine has yeah, very soon. Okay, that came through. I believe that the divine feminine has spoken their truth, has been loving, caring, but has also created boundaries. Divine masculine is wearing wearing a false mask. Okay. let's have a look at the Lemuria deck. So let's have a look. It's a long reading. But before I do, I kind of want to get something else. What am I getting? Okay, they want me to just have one more look at the... Oh, they want you to look at the Under Roses deck. Okay. General connection between both, please. Thank you. The sickle. So they're cutting out cycles, they're cutting out patterns. Divine masculines, divine feminines, both of you are cutting away from negative patterns, having a new start here. Number 10 does talk about completions, completing patterns. Both of you are ending cycles, ending things, ending situations. I do feel like the divine feminine has already started along this journey towards a new beginning, either way, with or without you, I'm hearing. Can live with or without you. So we have Page of Pentacles as well. So either way, this connection is talking about a new start, a new beginning. Does also talk about a message here. The child talks about a new beginning and good news. Number 13 is coming through as well, which does talk about transformation. So this connection is transforming into a new beginning, a new start, either way. The Page of Wands is new passion. Page of Wands came out on the Divine Feminine's end. So Divine Feminine is moving towards what brings her joy, is ending possibly this connection, and moving towards dating, flirting with others as well, maybe even opening up to their love life with other people. And they maybe are stopping, waiting for their divine masculines to return. Let's have a look at the divine masculines then, please. The fox, can't make it up. So we have the fox here. This does talk about deception. Divine masculine has been deceptive, treachery, treacherous, conniving, clever as well. So that's on divine masculine's end. Deception and treachery. Number 14 in the tarot is the Temperance card, which does talk about patience, balance. Divine masculine has not been balanced, not been patient. They've been impatient. 9 of Wands does talk about inflammation for me as a reader. This talks about also not giving up on their desires here. But I feel like this is a karmic, negative, toxic cycle that they have chosen to go towards. This card and this card are looking similar to me, are familiar. They have been tricked. They have been led by deceptive energies, by a deceptive person. Let's get one more for the fox, please. One more for the fox, please, the divine masculine. They're not listening to their guides here with a crow. They're turning away from their true selves. The bouquet, they were led astray towards something new, something flirtatious as well. A new offering that looked great, that tasted great, you know, on paper. Number 9, difficult endings. Queen of Wands, or Queen of Swords, sorry. Queen of Swords here. Someone who was cold. Divine masculines were dealing with a very cold person. Someone who did not show warmth. Someone who had enticed them. Let's have a look at this card. A false joy, I'm seeing, and a false love. Yeah, can't make it up. They're dealing with a karmic person here that had put them in a snare, a karmic situation where they have felt trapped. And we have mice. Mistakes, chaos. Yes, the divine masculine are knowing that they've made the wrong choice here and they've made a mistake. We have mouse here, and I spoke about a mouse coming to see me the other day. So yes, the divine masculine has made a mistake here. 23 could be significant. 7 of Wands as well does talk about also combative energies and needing to stay away and meditate, staying away from people who are vying for their attention as well. You know, needing to protect their energies here. Let's have a look at the divine feminines and 3 cards for divine feminines. Gosh, this is a long reading, but hey ho, this is it. Thank you. Divine feminines, we have the lady. Can't make it up. The lady came through. This is you, divine feminines. You are a woman of high standing, of significance, You're empathetic. You are intuitive. Number 29 is coming through. Number 11, you've opened up the portal towards a new journey. 29 is opening up portal to a new journey. We have the Ace of Swords. You've spoken your truth here, Divine Feminines. You've spoken your truth. You're also getting illumination. You've spoken your truth, your Divine Masculines. It wasn't received well, so you're moving on. That's what I'm seeing here. Divine Feminines, let's get 2 more cards for the Divine Feminines, please, Spirit. Thank you so much. You're sick of waiting, Divine Feminines. You're learning to perfect your skill sets as well. You're tending towards your passions, what brings you joy, and you're ascending your vibration as well. The grave, endings. Divine Feminines, you have ended a cycle, a situation. I feel like you also have learnt this lesson like a boss. I'm hearing this karmic lesson between both of you. 9 of Pentacles, you are becoming more independent. As I said before, we had the 9 of Pentacles that came out earlier, which was talking about someone who is independent, financially independent. She doesn't need no one. She doesn't need no thing. She's got it in the bag. So this is complete endings here. Transformation, number 8. This does talk about a karmic cycle ending between you and your Divine Masculine. We have a karmic cycle here. Abstract medicine is the infinity loop as well. So we have the ending here, R.I.P. I'm hearing Rita Ora. R.I.P. to the one I used to love or used to know. Your days are over. Yeah, there you go. It's over. Divine Feminines, you are moving on, my friends. You are moving on. You're moving to pastures green and you're sick of this cycle. You've ended this cycle and you've cut connection with your Divine Masculine. Maybe even in the 5D, maybe not in the... Maybe you've stopped communicating with your Divine Masculines, but maybe you're still in contact with your Divine Masculines through the astral realm. Let's get one more. Owls, the owls, number 12, beautiful. Curious. Manifestation, gossip or manipulation, excitement. You're excited, you're passionate, you have excitement towards your new journey, Divine Feminines. We have 7 of Pentacles. So you're working on your skill sets, you're building, you're learning new skills, you're perfecting your craft as well, you're writing about it, you're making art, you're making a future for yourself here, you're moving on. But we do have 2 owls here. So the owls for me does talk about ETs, and you're gaining strength as well. Both of you are gaining strength in whatever is coming to pass. You're gaining training as well. It does talk about ETs and also visitations for me as a reader. But I also do see 2 people here. So maybe you're moving towards a high-level soulmate, and you're moving away from this twin flame journey. That's what I'm seeing here. Or at least you're open to other people here, Divine Feminines. Let's have a look to close the reading here. Let's just generally close the reading here for both parties. Let's have a look. What is the general message? Please throw 1 card for the general message. Okay, I need to shuffle. Get that energy out. Okay. Shuffling is casting out demonic energies as well, if you just want to know, by the way. It's claiming your power. Divine Feminines, you're claiming your space. You're claiming your power as well. You're casting out evil. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, so now we're going to do... I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to shuffle and then I'm just going to pick 1 card. Stop. Okay. Here's the card. Beyond the Mind. If you'd like to take a screenshot of this Lemuria, Beyond Lemuria Oracle card. So beyond the mind moves us through logistics of life so we can function in the world. However, endless mental chatter, self-doubt, limiting stories and subconscious programs can keep us in our suffering. Step outside mind-based limitations. Looking at things in an overly logical way will hinder you and obstruct access to your superpowers. The past may be running you and making your mind spin so you cannot see what is really in front of you. Consider what your heart and your gut are telling you. What did I say? Can't make it up. What would the situation at hand feel like if you released all fears and worries? Are these concerns even yours? So are these concerns even yours? Okay? So divine feminines, divine masculines, you are natural empaths. You pick up on energies that aren't yours as well. But it's saying for both of you to declutter your mind, clear space, come into yourself, listen to your gut and your intuition. This is basically what I've been saying throughout this whole reading. Bottom of the deck, we have Internal Explorer. Beautiful card. When we stop looking outside ourselves and surrender to a soft inner focus, we have access to unlimited information and resources. When we stop thinking with the glass ceiling of our intellect, we have access to multi-dimensional wisdom from the collective consciousness. Everything is there within you, waiting for expression. You are invited to explore the state of flow. You are an infinitely amazing being who can access collective consciousness, especially when you surrender some control to the greater process to get out of your own way. You have the permission you felt you needed. Go within and explore. Wonderful gifts are waiting for you. Bam. This is what I've been saying. Both of you are needing to isolate, come into yourselves, because you know what's up. Go within. Let's get a message for messages of life, and then we'll close out the reading. Let's get a message for messages of life, please, Spirit. Thank you. Okay, here we go. Oh, we've got two. Okay, we've got two. All right, let me just show you this beautiful illumination, loving light energy. Live for life. Today I put love into everything I do. It is love that gives life to all things, and I open my heart to this great power. I act gently and speak with kindness. I fill each thought with love and light. I love God and all beings everywhere. I live for love. I love myself. Okay? And here's the card. Okay. The next card, application. Today, I apply all that I have learnt during my spiritual quest. I practice love in my daily life. I'll start that again. Okay? Application. Today, I apply all that I have learnt during my spiritual quest. I practice love in my daily life. I allow my inner light to lift my thoughts. As I do so, the laws of universal love take root in my life. So practice daily affirmations, practice love, more so, ascend, divine feminine, divine masculines, and apply that. Apply what you know on a practical level and take action towards it. Live for love and apply that. Make an offering to Spirit as well. Give thanks to your life. I'm going to end that there. Thank you so much. Sending you many blessings. Please do like the video. Please do comment. Please do share to whoever needs it. Please do subscribe. Take care.